Imagine spending hours at the gym, sweating bullets and still not seeing the weight loss results you desperately want. This is the harsh reality for many of us who have been misled by the plethora of fitness misinformation circulating on social media. But here's the truth. Exercising for fat loss is not the magic bullet we've been led to believe. In fact, a doctor of sports science is here to debunk 3 common fitness myths that have been holding us back from achieving our health and wellness goals. Dr. Milo Wolf, a renowned fitness coach with a PhD in sports science, is on a mission to set the record straight. With his expertise and the founding of the science-driven training app MyoAdapt, he's the perfect person to quiz on the most prevalent fitness myths. During our conversation, he highlighted 3 myths that he's eager to address, and his insights are nothing short of eye-opening. The first myth: exercising for fat loss. While exercise is excellent for our overall health, the calories burned during a workout are relatively small compared to our weekly energy expenditure. Even a 2-hour workout, which is unrealistic for most of us, only burns between 300 and 800 calories. As Dr. Wolf explains, exercising probably isn't your ticket to losing a ton of fat. That is mostly down to diet. He adds that research has shown that exercise is relatively poor at making us lose fat, and the amount of calories burned is just not significant enough to create a substantial calorie deficit. So, what's the best approach? Dr. Wolf recommends exercising for health, functional benefits, physical benefits, and appearance, but not relying solely on exercise for fat loss. Instead, it's easier to create a calorie deficit through dietary changes while maintaining a nutrient-dense diet. A 2023 systematic review published in the Diabetes and Metabolic Syndrome Clinical Research and Reviews Journal supports this claim, stating that the most efficient regimen for obesity management is a combination of strength and endurance exercise, along with a customized hypocaloric diet. But here's where it gets controversial. What about gaining muscle while losing fat, or losing fat in a calorie surplus? The widely accepted framework for weight change is the idea of calorie balance. If you burn more calories than you consume, you lose weight. And if you consume more calories than you burn, you gain weight. However, Dr. Wolf argues that this is an oversimplification, and there are many more variables to consider, such as training experience and genetics. Calories in, calories out is a simple heuristic, he says, but when it comes to what actually happens inside your body, you can definitely gain muscle while losing fat. In fact, research has shown that it's possible to lose fat in a calorie surplus, especially if you're a beginner in the gym with great genetics. Your body draws energy from various sources, including adipose tissue and carbohydrate stores. And if you're in a modest calorie surplus, your body might use that energy to build muscle tissue while still losing fat. And this is the part most people miss. The body is a complex system, and while the calorie balance equation is a good starting point, it's not the only factor at play. The third myth: cutting fat before building muscle. Weight loss is a common fitness goal, and many of us believe that we need to lose weight before we can start building muscle. But Dr. Wolf says this is a misconception. The final myth I want to bust is the idea that you need to be lean to gain muscle, and the idea that you should cut first, he says. Research has shown that there's no correlation between someone's initial body fat percentage and how much muscle they can gain. In fact, strength training has numerous benefits, from increasing bone mineral density to lowering the risk of disease, and these benefits are available to everyone, regardless of their physique. So, what's the best approach? Dr. Wolf recommends starting with strength training, regardless of your body fat percentage, and focusing on progressive overload and proper nutrition. As he says, knowing that you can gain muscle regardless of your body fat percentage lowers the barrier to entry for strength training. But here's the question. Are you ready to challenge your assumptions about fitness and weight loss? Do you think it's possible to gain muscle while losing fat, or lose fat in a calorie surplus? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's start a conversation about the complexities of fitness and nutrition. As Dr. Wolf says, the body is a black box, and there's still so much we don't know. So let's keep exploring, learning, and pushing the boundaries of what we thought was possible.